got another morning, so you might as well enjoy it. Hey, it's time to wake up. Hey, it's time to wake up. Hey, come on, get up. Hey, it's time to wake up. Hey, and we got another morning. Hey, so why not enjoy it? Hey, hey, it's another good morning. Hey, it's another grand rising. Hey, it's a good day. It's a new day. Have it your way. But we gotta keep on going. Hey, get up. It's the morning. Hey, we gotta keep on going. Get up. Grand rising. Hey, it's the morning. Hey, and thank you for joining. Hey, wake up. Hey, bro, it's time to get up. Sis, hey, it's time to get up. Hey, we gotta keep on going. Hey, and today is a good day. Have it your way. Hey, yeah, today is a good day. It's a good day. Have it your way. It's a good day. Hey, good morning. And thank you for joining. Good morning. Thank you for joining. Hey, wake up. We gotta keep on going. Hey, hey, we gotta keep on going. Good morning. Hey, good morning. Hey guys, hope you guys are doing well, in good spirits, good energy, attracting the life you desire because it's your birthright. We're coming through with another live for you guys. Make sure you take the message, how it resonates in your life. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and don't forget, if you love the video, to run the video up, share the video out, and leave us a comment, okay? Hey, good morning.
Hey.
Hey, and thank you for joining.
Good morning.
Hey, hey, because today is a good day.
Hey.
Hey, but every day is a good day.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning, and thank you for joining. Hey, hey, good morning, good morning.
Grand risings.
Hey, hey, hey,
Or whatever you say.
or whatever you say. Hey, hold on, y'all. Hey, good morning, and thank you for joining.
Hey, tribe. Let me get into it. Get out, get this hand out my hand. How y'all feeling this morning? Hope y'all doing well. I'm in good spirits. So, I was having 2 downloads about 2 words. Me and my wife, we had a discussion about it early this morning. And the first one was about patience. And I just want to share with y'all what we discussed about patience. Me and my wife, we have talks in the morning about different things. So this morning she was informing me that in her life, nobody was ever really patient with her. So in turn, she found herself with a lack of patience for other people. And I thought that was a good self-analyzation from her. Like, I think that it's good to express that to people, that a lot of us are like that. Mm-hmm. I had to admit, wow, that's me all day. So I feel like collectively that could be, you could be going through situations where you reacting out of a childhood programming, like something that happened to you in your childhood, you never really shook it, and now today you could be acting out of it, right? Or you could be in that energy of. And if sometimes when you really get to the place where you really being real with yourself about life, these type of things, they not offensive, they encouraging, right? And then the next thing I was dealing with was, the next download was about defiance, and the spirit of defiance. And this is mainly for people who have children, right? We were talking about defiance, and I was looking at it like, I was asking myself, why do kids walk around with hoodies on in the summertime, right? Because I was like, we didn't participate in that type. But then I realized we didn't do that, but we did other acts of defiance. Yeah. The only reason why they walk around with hoodies on in the summer is because we have something to say about it. Really, understanding defiance, right? I feel like as we begin to be more mature, I find like approaching things with a level of understanding is better. It's better for the mind, right? So when your child in the spirit of defiance, or somebody is in the spirit of defiance, recognize it wants you to defy it. If a child is moving in the spirit of defiance, the more you go against it, the more the spirit keeps thriving and it keeps moving, because it's defiance and needs you. If you act like you don't recognize it and you move in another direction, it doesn't feed the spirit as much, because the spirit of defiance, it needs you to recognize it, acknowledge it, I guess, like, feed into it. I don't know, but like, and that's real. Like they wear hoodies out of it. There's no reason why you wear a hoodie when it's 90 degrees. I seen them get around the corner and take it off and say they hot. I witnessed this before. I witnessed a child be defiant, like, don't wear that outside. And he was like, why not? I'm wearing it. And it was hot. I seen him get around the corner and take it off when it was hot, right? So it's like, that lets me know the only reason that he did that is because he was moving with the spirit of defiance, right? And, just 2 things to be aware of. Okay. All right, let's get into it.
Good stuff. I just heard Tia. T-I-A. Tia could be your name. Tina. Something. I don't know.
Okay. I feel like that was personal right there.
Okay. I feel like that was personal too, Yeah,
that called.
Yeah. Okay. Hang in there.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Look, y'all, I'm saying, hang in there.
It's not even hump day, and I've been like, I'm ready for the weekend, something, for another Monday, something. Spin the block on me. Spin the block on me, Lord. Lord. Nothing bad happened. That's just the energy I feel around. Like, it's nothing bad. You could be feeling the world trying to put its pressure on you. I do know that. Like, I noticed that humans love to put their pressure on other people, you know, their irresponsibility on other people. So you could be feeling that energy, you know. I've been feeling that very heavily, you know. When people are not responsible and they don't do things in a timely manner, they don't handle their business how they're supposed to, you could be getting the backlash of, you know, what's happening, what's trickling down for them. You know, when things are happening and, you know, they're not on time for things, or things aren't turned in, or things they need are not available because they didn't do things in a timely matter. You know, they didn't, people may not be handling their business how they need to, and that pressure could be trickling down on you. So you have to learn how to like separate that energy from your own energy, because it can get intertwined. Okay.
So I got hanging there gratitude and expectation. I'm gonna go with the footnotes because I feel like I can just pivot off of them and intuition. There's always something to be grateful for, even in the darkest of situations. Now is the time to recognize what is going on, what is going well in your life, and what you are thankful for. I don't know why that's sticking out for me, for you, for gratitude. I'm gonna be honest, like with me and gratitude, that's my go-to. Like gratitude is my go-to. Whenever I'm down, whenever I'm in a slump, whenever I'm uncertain, I take time to just show gratitude, and it helps to ground me each and every time. And maybe somebody could be needing to do this, right? You could be looking at life like you could be looking at life from a standpoint of what you don't have, right? I feel like this could be resonating with somebody. It's all about what you don't have. And maybe it's time for you to look at it and recognize what you do have with this gratitude expectation. Love or other happiness lurks just around the corner. It will be something much better than in your wildest dreams. A rare opportunity, an exciting encounter with like-minded people will exceed your expectations. So I feel like, you know, somebody you putting work in with this hanging there, gratitude and expectations. Maybe it's hard for you to believe that. Maybe you hear people keep telling you one thing, right? I feel like maybe you go to different readers and you hear people telling you this is coming in for you, things are getting well for you, and maybe it hasn't shown up yet in your life, right? And maybe that's just how life works. Think about it. Because this time last year, I felt a certain type of way about life. I did. Last year, I was like, I put in work, I was frustrated, and I don't feel like that. Now, this time in life, I feel like blessings have arrived, right? They have arrived on schedule, on divine schedule, and even though they arrived, they may not arrive, they didn't arrive back then when I wanted them so bad. They arrived when it was supposed to arrive. So it's still, you just gotta realize, like, whoever you are, life is not lived in a way where we reach a place where it's a consummate utopia and we fulfill to the max. That never happens. Like, you're gonna go up, you're gonna go down. There's gonna be light, there's gonna be dark. There is no way to escape that part of life. Simply it's not. And a lot of people have us out here chasing dreams. We dream chasing, like we Meek Millen or something. Like, it's like we out here, we chasing a dream of a utopia of a big old fulfillment, when that never happens. It's not logical to think that way. What's wise is to understand that it's gonna be storms, it's gonna be calm, right? It's gonna be storm. It's like the wise old heads used to say, either you coming out of a storm or you can really go into one, right? And I'm not saying live life in that energy, but if you don't live life with the expectation of light and darkness, you're gonna be shook. When the dark time hit, it's gonna shake your foundation. You're gonna be running around wondering which ancestors with you and which ones not. We go through all that. I done been through it, so I know I ain't lying, right? Prepare yourself, ground yourself, and gratitude is out here. And that's your weapon against all your fears. Somebody grab hold. Gratitude, when you show gratitude, I'm telling you, if you could just grab hold of gratitude, it grounds you, it centers you, it make you realize how many things you miss that sustain you that you should be grateful for. Gratitude completely turns you out of the energy of looking at what you don't have. You don't really want to be. Once you find gratitude, you can move out of that energy and you can really be like, all right, this is what God is doing. This is what I do have.
Okay.
Mm.
I feel like there is a man, this could be an Aries, or this could just be, a man, divine masculine. There's a man that's healing from something, releasing things, clearing out his energy, getting things done, very protective, very authoritative kind of energy, powerful, stable, and a leader. I don't know. So this could be in your energy, definitely in mine for sure. Okay, but it's a lot of healing in this energy. I don't know. You could be, this could be you as well. Okay, you could be showing up masculine right now or something like that. Healing, because I do see the moon here. So, you could be a woman who is in masculine energy. You could just have a masculine around you. This is a good person. This is Mr. Get It Done, Mrs. Get It Done, something like that. This could be a person who, someone could have gone through some kind of love triangle, some kind of time alone, heavy partying, drugging, whatever it is. I feel like, there's something that, some kind of awareness here. About a situation. You could be having an awareness about things that just don't really suit you. Maybe you let go a lot of things, but there are some things that like, okay, like this thing right here is the thing that really holds me back. Sometimes we let go little teeny things that we want to go, but then it's like those things that really are hindering us from getting to the next level, we tend to hold on to a little bit longer. I know I do, right? So something about being aware, and the importance of things and the value. Because I feel like there's something about attention to red flags here, even with ourselves, right? When we find ourselves going back. Because remember, I was talking about yesterday the spirit of backsliding. The spirit of backsliding wants you to feel like it's okay to come back, but the journey that you're on requires you to go forward. So with the Two of Swords in the reverse, this is just a clear warning to keep your mental clear, to keep your vision clear, to be able to really listen and hear, okay, to get to the depth of things, something like that. Okay.
Clear your vision board
Yeah.
off. Clear off your vision board.
Okay. Possibly, right?
Somebody got stuff on their vision board.
Okay, but there's something about some shocking news here. There could be some unexpected, something unexpected that comes up, some kind of, issue, challenge. I'm not going to say trouble. I'm going to say issue or challenge because, at the spiritual level we're at right now, it's not about the challenge or the issue. It's about how you handle things when things come up. That's what's most important. That's how you know where you are spiritually, how spiritually mature you are. How am I handling things when adversity comes towards me? How am I handling things when, people are gossiping about me? How am I handling things when, my name is not being, said in a way that I think is right? How am I reacting to things when I lose things, like that kind of energy?
Yeah, that was wise. Wise advice. Right. Good things to pay attention to. When I was saying clear off your vision board, I was thinking somebody's vision board in real life, and then Spirit was reminding me, your vision board in your mind might need to be cleared off too. Like if you have a certain vision, that's why it's not good to talk to people about your vision because they put stuff on your vision. Like when you trying to do something, you need to get with like-minded people. If you try to mix thoughts with people who don't have a mind like yours, what you think is going to do to your thought process? Imagine having your mind evolve in a certain way, right? And it's forcing you to move in a certain direction. if you go back and talk to people that don't think like you, it's gonna pollute your thoughts, and then you're gonna find yourself in between. That's why it says let go, honor yourself, and peace. Right? And I ain't even gonna read the footnote. I'm gonna just go with the intuition from these three cards. Letting go and honoring yourself is definitely learning how to put yourself, learning how to establish boundaries. I'm not gonna say put yourself first, but put yourself in a safe position. Let's say that, right? Let go and honor yourself. That puts you in a safe position. If nothing else, it's going to allow you to be safe. Right. Because if you dishonor yourself, it's putting you in alignment with a lot of things that's not safe for you. So letting go and honoring yourself is not necessarily about being first, but it's definitely about being safe. Because you know, some people say put yourself first. Some people we can't always handle that energy. Sometimes when we do that, we become self-centered. It's best to try to strive to keep yourself in a safe position in life, spiritually and naturally, right? Honor yourself. So that means let go of things and people, you know? Of course, you're not perfect, and you're not just going to get rid of everything at one time. But nevertheless, honoring yourself is, you know, you try to recognize yesterday for what it was and what you could do better today, right? And then peace. When you're trying to establish that certain level of peace, I feel like this is a reminder that honoring yourself is going to come before that. Like, that's a big part of peace, actually. Honoring yourself is a big part of your peace. Maybe somebody don't have peace because you won't honor yourself. Maybe you're going to things that dishonor you and it robs you of your peace. And maybe it's not always people. It could be things, it could be places, it could be, you know, the most dangerous thing that can rob you of your peace is when you go into your mind the wrong way. Like, when you go into your mind, when you unbalance and you go deep into your mind, that's not the best place to be. You should balance yourself. Try to establish some type of balance before you go into the deep regions of your mind. Because what if you're in your mind the wrong way? Robbing you of your peace. Honor yourself.
Hello from Turkey. Hi. Lotus flower.
And you know why I said put yourself in a safe position? Because I'm contending with spirits now about people putting themselves first, right? And the reason why I didn't say put yourself first is because some people have not developed the ability to put themselves first. Like, and I was one of those people. Like, I never developed that ability in life to put myself first, right? And people used to tell me that's why you don't get ahead, but it wasn't that. For me, it was because I never learned how to put myself in a safe position, even a position where I was safe from my own self. If I would have done that, I could have achieved a little more than put myself first. Because, you know, some people, you can't tell a person that's not designed to put themselves first to put themselves first. And I don't want to give bad advice, so I feel like a safe positioning is going to help you develop the things that you need, the things that you need to get out of you.
I got divine masculine on here with chemistry.
Hey.
There's a fine man on here. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I don't know, but we got the divine masculine to the 6 of coins. There could be somebody treating themselves fair right now. Okay. I was talking to my husband about that this morning. You know, having to give yourself grace as well as other people, because there's some things I just didn't, you know, that needed to be balanced out. I don't know. So there could be someone very kind, very generous. Okay. Someone that is just, you know, they give and take. Okay. This is very accepting energy. I like this. Okay, yang, divine masculine energy, and we got chemistry, attraction, spark, and passion. Ten of Swords in the reverse, changing the outcome. Okay, so I don't know. Somebody's making a quick comeback, reconciliation, repairing, and moving on. So I don't know if you have a strong masculine around. This is great energy. You know, this is healing energy. Okay, this could even be our leader. Right? Divine masculine coming through with the energy. I like this though, you know. I feel like it's really honestly somebody is finally treating themselves a little bit more tender. Somebody's understanding that, you know, you don't have it all together. You're not supposed to have it all together. We'll never have it all together. But this here is an experience, and you know, I feel like things are really balancing out. You could be needing to be more kind to self, okay? Just a little bit more. I feel like you've been doing it, but do it a little bit more, okay? Something about generosity. I feel like, you know, people want to be generous with you. The universe wants to be generous with you because, you know, you have been generous with people. So, you know, if you're in my energy, you're one of those people that, you know, you're being valued for who you are as a person. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to come with a whole bunch of anything. Whatever you have is inside of you. And, you know, it balances things out, something like that. Okay, I feel like there is definitely a lot of care in this energy. You know, you are cared for, and I don't know if you need a reminder. You know, you are someone that is cared for. There are people that love you. We love you, right? And I feel like right now is really important to just keep valuing life, yourself, the people who love you, and you know, staying in this balance and energy. It may seem like things are all over the place, but things are actually balancing out. You know, we don't have to know every single thing. You know, we was just talking to one of the sisters. Like, you know, sometimes we feel like when we don't know, we're lost, but we're not lost. Sometimes when we don't know, we're exactly where we need to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
I heard it's crazy because I heard Dave Chappelle say that on his last show.
Oh, we did. Well, I like Dave.
He was like, Dave was like the most. He like what he said, niggas. The one that think they got it all figured out. That ain't the one I want to be around. They unsafe. Yeah, like
very
real
unsafe.
Yeah, being in a place where you feel like you don't know enough. It's a humble. It's more humble. I'd rather be there than in that place where, you know, that place where I done went off the cliff and I can't come back.
Okay, because I done been on both sides, right? And I've been that person who was like, you know, that one, you no, and then boom, you get hit with that, and it hurts.
You know, I feel like acknowledge God, right? And all your doings and all your dealings, right? And it's a promise that your path gonna be directed, right? And I believe that to be true, right? Because I was saying yesterday, I made a post on Facebook. I don't really say a lot, but I did make a little post, and I said, you know, a covenant is an agreement with you and God that's been stamped. And what it really does is superimposes over top the comprehension of men. Like when you got a covenant with God, people look at you in life and they don't understand the half of what goes into your life, your purpose, your existence, or none of that. So all they can do is judge. But when you look at it, it's the same thing that happened throughout all the annals of time. If you ever study the prophet David, same thing happened to him. Like imagine being anointed by God to be king, and then it taking 20 years before you actually, but you go under all the scrutiny because you got the anointing on you, but you're not doing what they said you should do when you God full, right? King Saul was doing it. So in other words, just to say like, you gotta recognize your agreement with God, right? And I was speaking to a sister yesterday, and you know, we never ever talk about who we talk with or none of that, right? We just say different things because it's valuable for the collective. And I was explaining to sis how when you go through near-death situations, for those of y'all connected to this channel that have been through that, that's a whole different initiation. You don't need all that other stuff that other people need. And that's real. that initiations is about depth and levels of spirit that are reached, right? It's not about you going to a human all the time, although humans do initiate one another, right? What sanctions an initiation in the physical is purely spiritual. Everything. And everything that stands behind an initiation, meaning if I can go to my wife and say, look here, you crowned initiated, but if spirit ain't backing it, it don't mean nothing.
Right.
And it ain't gonna hold no value. But it's the same way as when spirit drag you into personal initiations, when you go near death experiences and come back, that's an initiation within itself right there. And it's gonna be hard for you when you go through those type of things. You have to realize you stand in a class that's different than other people, so you can't look for other people to validate you no longer. You gotta really step into what it is, right? A good place to start is why were you spared? For people that went through near-death experiences, why were you spared and what went into it? See, there's a lot of spirituality that went behind you being spared. And what the enemy try to do is keep you from tapping into it by any means necessary. And people around you don't understand it. So that's why it's good to really just be, like this card says, grounded. Being willing to learn. One of the hardest things to get people to do is learn their own self. Everybody wants somebody to teach them. But there's certain levels of you that can't nobody teach you about. Only you can learn about. You have to go inside and learn about those different things. They can't be taught. A reader can see it, but it's hard to describe it when you see these types of things in people, because it's truly a level you gotta achieve all on your own.
And a lot of it comes from just being who you truly are, not who the world sees you as, not who your parents think you are, but really being exactly who you are. Living out exactly your truth allows you to unlock those compartments that we keep, locked up. Because I remember living my life for a long time and I was not truly me. Like, you would get bits and pieces of me, but I couldn't really be me because I had different little things that were, I've been domesticated in my life growing up. So I was taught that we don't do these certain things because if you do this, it makes everyone look bad.
Yeah.
Right? So, until I could fully be who I was, then, I was able to unlock those compartments and, hey, this is just me. These are my flaws, and this is, just what it is. And, we're going to work with the light on the dark, and we're going to mix it up together, and we're going to figure it out.
Get busy with it.
And we're going to have to get it together.
That's right. And that's the way to growth and development. Like, when I talk to people and they speak about their light and darkness, we can have a conversation. Because a person that recognizes both sides, you're going to be able to grow.
Yeah.
You really can grow. When you get to places like, that's why sometimes you doomed from both aspects. And spirit straight cut through my mind. It's like being too religious, being too spiritual. In either columns, if you consume without balance, you're not no good. Because now there's too many people waking up to the errors in both things. And then you got people that's, one thing about this earth, and I'm going to say this, it's populated with people that been initiated into levels of spirituality that they just don't recognize yet by life itself. So what they do is they still go through a series of events, and then we go to people sometimes that's not equipped to help. They not equipped to understand what's going on with your life. They're going to try to fit you into their system because that's the only thing that they know how to do. It's not that people want to be against, but sometimes your journey, your purpose is so much bigger than the program that it's like, what I'm saying? You don't even see it.
Because some of you guys, some of you guys are really bigger than the program. That's crazy, right? Crazy.
Your life's mission is bigger than the program that your family was raised in.
That's the truth.
Your life's purpose is much bigger. Sometimes that's the case. And I feel like in a lot of y'all energy, that is the case. You're bigger than the program. And
somebody's like, I ain't asked for this. You were born into this.
And it's sad to say, like, I heard a reader say this, and I'm going to repeat it, right? It's sad to say, but sometimes when you bigger than the whole program, the program can't side with you. Like, and you can't really be looking for agreement. Like, if your life is, you one of them people you wasn't meant to be fit into the program, right? Then you can't look for support from the program.
We got running, 3 of Wands in the reverse. So somebody could be running from something because you could have, a lack of foresight. Remember I was saying you can't see what's next, because you can't see what's next. You could be trying to run from something, ghosting, disappearing, invisible, okay? But you got the 3 of Wands over here, so it's like somebody needs to return home, okay? I don't know what you're running from, but this is literally your life. You signed up for this. They say predestined. Remember, you made an agreement before you came here that things wouldn't always be 100% good, but you would give your best. You wouldn't give up, that you knew that you had a mission and a purpose to fulfill. Something like that. You could be restricting yourself by running from things that are meant for you.
Ooh.
Okay. Thinking too small, regression, lack of progress, something like that. When things get hard, it's not time to run. It's time to give your best. It's time to give your all. It's time to pray. It's time to really focus, something like that. I'm hearing turn it up. Okay. Something about that.
I got brave spirit, new experiences, and grounding. And it's increasingly hard for me to give advice to people because me myself, I like to go forward, right? But that's not for everybody. To go forward and to do, that's not for everybody. Now, this is a brave spirit, new experiences. So I'm speaking to a person with this energy. You willing to go forward, right? And if you're being dragged into a spiritual awareness, lose the fear. If you know you in a place, you didn't ask to be in this place you in, you didn't ask to know everything that's coming to you, you didn't know. When you find yourself right there, you gotta understand God got you. People might not understand you, but God got you. God got you, so you gotta lose the fear, right? This is about being brave. The reason why God is allowing people to slip into these spiritual areas is because look at what's happening to the world. The old program not saving nobody in reality. Like whatever that program was, system way doing things, is not able to reach people because now we live in a world where the spiritual dynamic has increased. Like it's people, they opening up ancient things. So we being called to an ancient awareness of things. Brave spirit, new experiences. It doesn't mean lose your faith in God along the way.
Stick to the basics, baby. I tell everybody that, don't I?
And ground. That means have a foundation. You're going to need a foundation. Whoever you may be. I be feeling so many different religions when I go. I have my own religion that I was taught, and it worships benevolent spirits. I'm safe there with that. A lot of people got a lot of different things going on, right? Brave spirit, new experiences, grounding. Get yourself prepared and lose the fear.
Okay. We got twin flame here to the 5 of coins. You already know what that is, okay? This ain't a soulmate. This is a twin flame. This is someone you could have just been mirroring at some point in life. Someone that you could have had some kind of, shared experience with. Not everybody that we have that flame with is literally supposed to be a person that is around forever. And we know this because the 5 of coins is here. This situation could have left someone financially ruined, a lot of loss, a lot of change, a lot of harsh conditions. But I feel like, it allowed you to get where you are today or something like that. Okay. You could also be understanding that we are a mirror reflection of each other, right? Maybe you're learning to not be so harsh and judgmental on people because we are a mirror reflection. We all have flaws. Okay, something like that. We got the Empress coming out in the reverse to fantasy. There's somebody who thinks they're something that they're not. Okay, somebody is not that girl. Okay, they think they are, but they're not. Somebody could be in fantasy world, daydreaming, fantasizing, and imagining things that are not true about themselves. And I'm only saying this because, this is somebody who's dependent on another energy, and you can't be dependent upon another energy. This is an insecure energy. It's blocked creativity. This is a very negative kind of energy. So this is one of those people who think they're something that they're not. It's a pretender. Okay, something like that. Because again, being real allows you to be you, allows you to be where you're supposed to be. So I don't know, something about an Empress in the reverse here. Pay attention to your body, your creativity, your sacral energy could be very important in this energy as well. Boundaries, no more drawing the line, and enough. Yeah, you could have had enough. I don't know if there could be someone who there could have been a woman who was trying to come in with some kind of spiritual foolishness. Maybe you picked up on this. Maybe you set boundaries here. You could have found out some shocking news about a divine feminine who was in the reverse.
Growing, fresh start, open up. So overall, I feel like with the 3-card spread I pulled before this and this 3-card spread right here, I feel like, first of all, I feel like there's a lot of fear involved in somebody's forward movement. And I also feel like somebody in this energy, you in a place that you manifested all on your own, and now maybe you don't know what to do with it. Like, I feel like even on a spiritual level, you could have asked spirit for something, right? And now you got it, but it's requiring you to grow, to experience it, right? And maybe you won't open up to it enough to grow in it, whatever it is, right? Some of these areas, they feel so familiar. That's why it's easy for me to feel through it. Ask yourself, what do you stand to lose, though? Because if you survive everything and you got to a place where you got a fresh start, growing, fresh start, open up, it's like, I literally feel like you manifested a life, a position, an energy even. You manifested this, and now it's here, and now it's like, go forward with it and grow. And maybe, you know what I feel is it is? Maybe it's just that you spent so much energy manifesting it. Maybe it's anxiety that you feel because you really may have lost a lot or gained, I don't know. But it seems like a lot of energy was used to manifest wherever you at and wherever you are, right? And it's cool. But can you afford to give up? I mean, it's cool to be where you are and take some time to sort things out. But if you've been called to open up to what you already manifested in, you gotta find a way to receive it. Like you did it. Spirit say you did this.
You called this.
This your work, right? Somebody called on your ancestors and now you running from them, right? Or maybe you could be like me. Like, I had to recently realize all my ancestors not for me.
Okay.
Maybe you starting to realize that too. Maybe that's the growth that's needed. Like, people running around all day saying they ancestors, and we all did it. It was cool, but we growing out here, right? We learning more, right? So as we learn more, we come to the understanding and realization, oh, the reason why I'm so undecided sometimes is because I got ancestors that don't like me. They in there too.
Cause they ain't like my mother.
Yeah, once you let a spirit, once you let this, okay, remind them. Spirit says, remind y'all of this. This life might not be for everybody, because when you let one spirit in, you let them all in. Like if you get to talking to your ancestors and all that, you gonna hear from all of them. Yeah, it's because you got a conduit open. So when you tap in, you tapping into a realm where many different intuitions. That's why some people who not balanced go crazy, because they get into that realm thinking that it's like in abundance and all that. But what happens when them other people, when they got something to say about it? What happens when that happens? It requires you to grow to understand what you invited into your life. You feel me? Yeah. You have to grow now and open up the understanding. Why? Because you invited these things in, and it requires you to be strong enough now to deal with it on whatever level this is. And a good way to deal with it is to keep your faith in God. That's why I advise people connected to us to.
That's the advice we're gonna give you.
Yeah, delay your initiations and sort yourself out, right?
Hello? I felt that in my spirit.
Yeah, they in there.
I felt that.
They in there. They mad. People, ancestors who don't like them, they mad at me right now.
Yeah, they don't like
They
that.
like, why is you pointing that part out? Right? I feel it too.
Because you know how some people be like, my ancestors told me to do this, they told me to take them all down. All right, which ones you talking
They
to?
don't like you.
They don't like you.
They trying to get you
They
where
want you
they at.
demoted. They want you to
Right.
have a demotion, okay? Because remember, you spiritually elevated up here. They want you to be demoted, okay? So it's like, you got to pay attention. Not everything is for you.
You know, I was telling people, ancestral spirits and ancestral solar spirits, they like to try to live vicariously through us. So when you find yourself in them super low vibrations, just know there's a bunch of low vibrational ancestors, and they like to shimmy in that energy with you. But when you in high vibrational, it's the same way. You got other ancestors that they vibe with you. They bring peace to your world, right? But it's up for us to decide which one's in there. But if we never taught to think that way, we don't see how. That's why it's good for us to conversate with each other, because then we can learn what's going on in our life. Spirit might give certain people more to show you. Like, I get things from people all the time.
We get things from each other.
I get things from each other. I'm open and receptive. But I know what Spirit is giving me, because I know I got a level of clarity where I can understand what's going on. I can't always explain how, but, you know, it's going to come out of me.
Okay.
So, yeah. Just know you got your own will.
Okay.
Right? There's nothing that can superimpose power over your will. I don't care what's talking to you. I don't care what's speaking in the background. Right? You could always put what the Bible say, the spirit is subject to the prophet.
Okay.
Yeah.
We love you guys so much. We gotta get out of here this morning. It's been great. We back and at it. Okay, with your morning shows. Probably be back actually this afternoon, this evening. We love you guys so much. Thank you guys for your love, your energy, you know, showing up. Okay? That was your message. Until next time, make sure you hit the bell notification so that you're notified when we go live. Okay? Make sure you guys have a great day. Hey, because today is a good day. Hey, every day is a good day. Hey, today is a good day. Hey, I don't care what them people say. Hey.
I know Spirit unplug your coffee pot. You was down there late night. You unplug it.
coffee pot, Empress. We love y'all so much. She like, for real, no, y'all gotta hear this one. Hey, we know how it works, baby. We love you guys. We catch you next time. They unplugging sis coffee pot.